Welcome back to the Canada Specialist Program Series. My pleasure to introduce Pat from CMH, joining us from Banff this evening. Pat, thank you so much, and over to you.
Amazing. Thank you, Charlie. And thank you, Haley, for that awesome presentation. It's always a hard one to follow up, but I'll try my best here. But yeah, hello, everyone. As Charlie mentioned, my name is Pat, and I am the sales manager here at CMH Heli Skiing and Summer Adventures. For those that don't know, CMH stands for Canadian Mountain Holidays, and we specialize in both heli skiing in the wintertime and a pretty unique product. As far as I know, we're the only one in Canada that offers it, is heli hiking in the summertime. So about myself, I've been with the company for just over 10 years. So if you ever have any questions at all, I'd be happy to help. I've seen it all. And anyway, without further ado, here we go. So what we do at CMH is we offer incredible guided mountain experiences. So we offer heli hiking adventures in the summertime. So rather than having to do all the unfavorable parts of hiking, we allow our guests to access remote areas in the British Columbia backcountry, all by helicopter. And then from then on, the guides will take you out on various excursions on fully guided remote backcountry hikes, as well as climbing on via-ferratas. We also offer programs like trail running and some other specialty programs we'll get into in a bit. So we have 12 lodges total with our company. And in the summertime, we offer trips out of 3 of them. We offer 3, 4, 6, and 8 night options. And typically the price is roughly around $1,700 a night Canadian. So for the whole inclusive package, you're looking at the same price as like the Fairmont Springs here in Banff for just a hotel. So it's pretty good value when you look at it that way as well. So where we're located, as I mentioned, even though I'm in Banff today, and that's where our head office is, all of our areas we operate out of are in British Columbia. So we have the CMH Bugaboos Lodge, the CMH Bobbie Burns Lodge, and the Cariboos Lodge, all just across the border into British Columbia. About an hour and a half away from Banff for the Bobbie Burns and Bugaboos, and about 5 hours north on the beautiful Icefields Parkway, one of the best drives in the whole world, up to the Cariboos, which is in the Jasper area up north as well. So it's a pretty convenient location for guests looking to combine a trip with CMH and then to enjoy the local area with Banff, Lake Louise, and Jasper being such hotspots. So yeah, as I mentioned, we have the 3 lodges, so they all offer unique experiences. The Bugaboos is really amazing for their views of the granite spires. It's a world famous location for rock climbing. It's where it all began for CMH in terms of heli skiing, and it offers really great classic hiking experiences. With the Bobbie Burns Lodge, it's where we send our more adrenaline seekers. As you can see in the middle there with the suspension bridge, it's one of our most popular via-ferrata adventures, and definitely for someone looking for more of that adrenaline pumping experience. And then in the Cariboos, located up north, is a bit of a combination of the two. It's got amazing views of big glaciers, waterfalls, alpine meadows, and a really awesome new via-ferrata we have where you're climbing next to a waterfall as well that we will cover in a bit. So our basic packages are our heli hiking trips, typically 3 days or 4 days, depending on lodge you go to. The lodges themselves hold 44 guests if the trip is full. So we usually divide our groups up by 4. So if the trip is full, you'll be hiking with up to 11 different people and either 1 or 2 guides. Hiking style, it doesn't really matter. We cater to all ability levels. So whether you're 5 years old, 100 years old, wanting to hike multiple kilometers a day, wanting to stroll through a meadow of flowers, we can accommodate any type of request and goals that a guest may have. And in terms of terrain, again, super variable terrain that we have out there. We have huge peaks, we have alpine meadows, glaciers, you name it, we can typically hike on it. So one of our most exciting options at each lodge we have is called a via-ferrata, and I will show you a quick video on that experience that we have. go. All right, awesome. So that was a combination of a few of our different via-ferrata trips that we offer. So each lodge has their own unique experience, and the Bobbie Burns Lodge has two actually at that location. So definitely take advantage of those if you have guests looking for that type of experience. But again, not something anyone has to do. We do offer hiking for any levels, but definitely an exciting option that we do have at each of our lodges. So at the Bobbie Burns, we have Mount Nimbus. So that is the more climbing heavy via ferrata that you see with the famous suspension bridge that we have in all of our marketing materials. As well at the Bobbie Burns, we have the Conrad Glacier Adventure. So this is an awesome combination of cable bridges with raging creeks. You're doing zip lines, you're doing climbing on the via ferrata, and you spend the whole day making your way towards this massive glacier until you get right up to it to finish the day and then have an amazing flyover from the helicopter on the way home. And then at our Bugaboos Lodge, we have a skyladder via ferrata. It's really just classic rock climbing. So it really gives the opportunity to people that have no experience or maybe lack the ability to see what that's like and really open them up to more beginner abilities to have them access that. So awesome one there. And then for the Cariboos Lodge, we have the new Zilmer Canyon via ferrata, and this is a really exciting one for us because it is only a couple years old, and it gives the guests the opportunity to climb up right next to a waterfall. So when they're on there, they'll get soaking wet. They won't be able to hear anything, but it's a super unique experience that most people would never be able to get to on their own. So again, something unique that we can offer our guests with the access of helicopters. Some other programs we offer as well, besides the climbing and the hiking, are trail running. It's a growing market for us. It's becoming super popular, especially in the mountains here. So we have partnered with Arc'teryx. So they do provide some gear as well, and we do fully guided backcountry trail running. We also offer some pretty cool creativity workshops, really focusing on photography and painting. So we have professional photographers and painters that, along with our guides, will lead the trips into the backcountry, give our guests tips and tricks on how to properly take photos or techniques on painting in the wild landscape environment that they can take home and show their friends what an amazing time they had. And then a little bit where you stay. A lot of misconceptions we have is that you're going to be staying in a backcountry hut or in a cabin, but in reality, we have these beautiful backcountry Swiss style lodges. So in the middle picture there, you can see our Cariboos Lodge. So they're all in that typical style. They all have the same amenities experience at a high-end resort or hotel, from a spa with a hot tub, sauna, steam room, full exercise room. You can see the rooms here look like a standard hotel room. Everyone has their own private bathroom. We have the options for what you see there, a shared room, or we do offer single rooms as well that do come with a supplement fee. And each lodge has some fun outdoor activities as well that you can do outside of the hiking program. Like you see here with the pond, we have paddle boards, some canoes, fishing, etc. There's some bike trails and other fun stuff as well. One thing that I will touch base on that really sets us apart, I think, from other somewhat competitors we have, even though we are quite unique business in this area, but we do have a very warm, family inviting environment at our lodges. For dinner time, we do all meals family style. So everyone has the opportunity to, catch up, compare photos, compare stories for the day. We eat with the staff, so you'll have like the house staff, bartenders, the lodge staff, bartenders. Everyone eats together, so it's a really cool experience, and everyone gets to share their stories from both the trips they are on now and trips they may have been in the past and other places in the world. So it's really cool, and it's a really great opportunity for like-minded people that come from all different walks of life that may have never met outside of this trip to come and become best friends to share this unique experience. And then in terms of like the dining, we offer stretch class in the morning, which is followed by the buffet breakfast for lunch, for breakfast. And then lunch is made for you to be packed and brought out to the backcountry where you'll have it while you're hiking. And then when you come back, we have something called tea goodie, which is basically an afternoon snack. That's always amazing. One thing about trips with CMH is that you'll never be hungry because we're constantly feeding amazing food. And then dinner is typically, like I said, family style sit down dinner with 3 courses as well, and all amazing chefs cooking up great food for us as well. And then we have full bars with amazing wine lists, extensive wines from all over the world. So if that's what you're into, definitely something that's great. And then with the lodges as well, there's a lot of history. CMH is a big part of the pioneering industry of skiing and hiking in this area. A lot of our guides and the founders of the company, were first ones to set climbing routes and first ascents of both climbing and skiing. So one of our lodges has a museum, and then our staff and guides are full of amazing stories of the past and their experiences in the mountains. One of the biggest draws to CMH is getting away from the crowds. So escaping the crowds is becoming more and more of an option for people, especially if they're looking to come to either Alberta or BC in Canada, because everywhere is crazy busy. It's almost impossible now to get to places like Lake Louise. In Banff, most of the attractions have thousands of people. So it's a really great way to come out and experience the wild backcountry terrain without having to share with thousands of people. So you're within your group of, like I said, up to 11 people, sometimes 4 or 5, depending on the numbers. So you get a really nice, unique experience, and you get to escape the crowds and all the busyness you'd experience staying in somewhere like the Banff National Park. Another thing that sets us apart is the use of the helicopter. So a lot of our hikeable tenure is many, many kilometers away from any roads, let it be backcountry roads or highways. So it's putting our guests in areas where most people would never be able to see without the use of a helicopter, unless they're professional mountaineers or backcountry expeditioners. It's just the most amazing places that we really get people into without needing any private experience. One other question that we get a lot is, when is the best time to come, especially to get a picture like this? A lot of people, when they come to the mountains, they want to see the famous wildflowers. So our season is very short based on the amount of winter time we have in the Rockies here in Canada. So our season runs from the end of June until the beginning of September. And typically anytime from about mid-July to mid-August, you can experience the blooming flowers like this. And then typically you can even run into the end of the summer as well. So anytime is really a good time, and it's always a unique experience depending on what time of the summer you come. If you're going to be getting some snow maybe, or wildflowers, or really hot, really cold, it's always a good time to come no matter what. And then what's included in our trips? So we have heli hiking access with fully guided trips to our Bugaboos, Bobbie Burns, and Cariboos lodges. It includes a remote luxury accommodation, depending on the trip you want to go on. We do offer lodge trips available. So the Bugaboos and Bobbie Burns are only located about 20 kilometers apart. So we have the option to combine 2 3-day trips there, and they get to experience both locations. As I mentioned, you get all the dining, so all meals, snacks, non-alcoholic beverages are included. And we also do include any necessary hiking equipment. So hiking boots, rain jacket, rain pants, day pack, and of course, all the equipment for the climbing as well, like harnesses and all those other items. So your guests can pack light while traveling with us to CMH. And then finally, just some useful resources for you. We have our CMH summer website for all of our summer heli hiking options. And then we have the cmhheli.com for any winter inquiries you may have. And then our sales team is always here to help take any inquiries. And then my colleague, Steve Pample, is the best contact. I'm filling in for him today. So thanks for putting up with the B team for this presentation. But yeah, we really hope to welcome your clients to an amazing, unique experience hiking in the backcountry in BC.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was, again, it's another one that I just absolutely love. It's like I've seen it so many times and gotta do it one day. And Pat, you're not the B team. Steve's living it up in Morocco at Pure this week. So Pat is holding the fort. So well done, Pat. That was awesome. And
Yeah,
again, thank you for working late. We can see that it's gone dark whilst you've been presenting. We can't see the mountains anymore. So Thank you so much. It is just a fabulous, fabulous product.